Good evening.
Good evening.
And welcome to Panther Sports Zone. I'm your host, Cameron Swan.
I'm Cyril Neville.
I'm Zachary Gooden.
And today we'll be talking about our own PV men and women basketball. Now, the men, they'll be playing Georgia State. So what's your take on that?
I think, like we said the other day when we talked about them and Cal, so long as they stay strong and they keep doing what they've been doing, it's the start of the season, so there's going to be a lot of rough patches, try to work them out for swag play. If they do that, they'll be fine against Georgia State.
Yeah, right now it's just out of conference games, so really it's just just practice for the swag right now. So as long as they just keep playing hard and just do what they do, I think they'll be fine for the swag.
I think a lot of people, they worry about what the record's going to look like because, when you get to the swag play, the record may, for example, be 10-15 or 10-17, something like that. But like you said, these are out of conference games, so once the swag play comes, all that matters is that side, for winning the swag.
Now, how you feel about the women going against Wiley College this Saturday?
Our women are dominant, and they're pretty much everybody they play, they're blowing them out by 20, 30. And so I'm not even really worried. Shout out to our PV women's basketball team.
Yeah, I expect a W from them.
So
they're
I expect a W.
to watch.
I mean, don't get it twisted. I expect a W from our men's team also. But
yeah.
Our women are they're a dominant basketball team, a force to be reckoned with.
So we need our PV to support the men and the women basketball.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Be out there. Fill out the
They
crowd,
will be
man.
here this Saturday.
Yes, it'll be here. So
Not
please,
covering with the women.
Getting pictures.
Still,
all that.
Support. We need all the support. Now, we're going to transition to the NBA. Y'all see my boy Luka?
Luka,
you see about the Dallas Mavs?
Yeah.
Remember how you questioned me saying the Mavs fan?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh my gosh, back
We said the whole
again.
season.
But no, it don't matter. You seen?
I'm talking about the whole
Nah, but
season.
you seen that trip? You seen
Yeah.
that trip,
Last
Doug?
10
In
games,
26 minutes,
No, Luka
broke the record.
For sure in the top two.
First half, he had
MVP
35
right now.
points. The Warriors had 38.
Damn, not even that. In the first quarter, long he outscored them, out-rebounded them, and out-assisted them.
Well, he had 22 points in the first quarter.
Yes, 5 and 5.
Man.
22 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. He outscored them in everything, every aspect.
That's what I'll be trying to get.
Yeah,
on
I
2K.
just want to see how his career is going to shape out.
He's
Because he's not the most athletic. He's not.
But that's the crazy
he has
part.
a lot of finesse.
The only knock that they have on him is that he's not as good as a defensive player.
That's
the
true,
only
but
knock.
he have other weapons now. Like I still said before, they still need a third piece to help them if they want to make a deep playoff push.
So do you?
I'm telling you,
think,
Jamal Crawford.
Yeah,
right off the
if
bench.
I want to
that'd be a
say,
nice
see,
piece.
look, this is what I'm saying. I want to say that as far as that, yes, that'd be a good veteran pickup, but I'm
But you
talking about
need
somebody
one
younger.
more.
Yeah,
I
I
know
need
what
somebody
you mean.
younger with them. Have like a big three, let's say how it was, not even Miami, like back how it was with the big three in Boston or something like that,
So
back with the
if you
Lakers
could-
and
if
The
you
Spurs.
Mavericks
Sit
had like a
anybody.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
If they had like
Exactly.
A Jimmy
So,
Butler
but
on the team.
he's kind of getting up in age also.
he's 30 though.
Yeah, but
he's still in his
still-
prime.
Yeah.
Jamal Crawford's 39.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I'm saying.
So if you could think of anybody, maybe a trade of some sort, who would you consider?
In my opinion, if I had to make a trade, if I was GM for the Mavs, I would trade away Tim Hardaway Jr., trade away Courtney Lee, and the possibility of Justin Jackson too. Them three right there. And I'll aim for a young wing player, something like a Otto Porter or Oubre. He's doing good.
I was
That's
just
around
about to
trying to
say
get
that, too.
Oubre.
Yeah, I would say Oubre and the Suns, but it would be
You
one of
just
them
talking
two.
about that man in his
Yeah,
sleep.
that's what I'm saying. Get one of them two. But I'll say aim for Otto Porter. That'd be a great way for a wing player, give him like some scoring off the bench or even starting. In my opinion,
they should definitely just wait out and see who's going to perform, and then if they need to make a trade, go ahead and do that.
because
If they feel like they can go, at least 2 rounds, you might as well see what you can have for the future.
Yeah, but they're trying to win now. You know how it is, especially as competitive as the West is. You got to win now.
now moving on to the game last night versus Clippers and the Celtics.
Ooh.
Overtime thriller. It was
Man,
110,
shout out to
107.
Famous Los. Do you see what that move that Jason Tatum put on PG?
Man, but
that's
you know,
moves.com.
he still step over the foot though. You know what I'm saying? But hey, a crossover's a crossover. I seen Doc Rivers on the sideline going crazy because he said, "Hey man, he walked." Oh man,
That wasn't no travel, man. That boy Paul
hey,
George
a
got-
three is a three, a bucket's a bucket. But how y'all feel about that win for the Clippers?
It was a hard fought win because they were up by a couple, and then you seen Kawhi. He caught him a body, and the fun guy was back at it. The game was very interesting to watch. It was a beauty.
Yeah, what I took away from it is that the Clippers defense is actually great.
But we knew that coming in.
But now that that was their first game really together, so it was just the fact that Boston went on a 10-0 run, like late in the fourth, and They were able to lock them down, come back, get some buckets, able to win the game. So it was just nice to see them actually play together.
Yeah, because how I feel about
we're gonna see.
How I feel about that win is that, in my opinion, Kawhi, he's still not healthy. In regards, he's still not healthy. He's still not healthy. But when
he's tired.
He was tired. But Paul George coming in he averaging I think 29 since he came back, and that's
Paul George's gonna be their closer too.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be.
That game, it was Lou Will. And actually,
it was Pat Bev. It was really Pat Bev. When it comes to that wins, it's gonna be the players you least expect to carry them. Like you never know, it'd be Pat Bev, Lou Will, Montrez,
or
it could be something off the bench. We got like Landry Shamet, some of the rookies. You never know, it could be anybody close out. You can't just be the big duos. Now for Boston and them, they are scary.
It's scary.
They're scary.
What's Marcus Smart was trying to Marcus Smart is out there.
He's definitely up there against the votes for Defensive Player of the Year already. Early votes and first team all defense. But it's not even that. You can see the game in Tatum promising, rising. You can see that they made some significant. They took a risk by re-signing Daniel Theis, and it's starting to buy out for them and putting Enes Kanter off the bench. It's things like that. Getting Kemba. A lot of people saying, "Oh, we don't know about Kemba." Just like he's older than Kyrie, and he's still he's smaller than that. But it's starting to hip out for them.
People still worried about Jason Tatum too, because he had an off year last year, and then his start wasn't.
And then
they can tell Jason is
he's
happy to hoop now
because he's
getting to shine.
He's starting to take on the role. Like he's starting to say, okay, now it's my time to shine. Like we need some offense going, and they starting to put the whips together. It felt like they have a better relationship in the locker room now. Instead of doing the blaming game, pointing fingers, now they all playing together. That's why they're 11-3 now.
It's going to be easier as the season progresses. So it's going to be a nice look.
So I feel like everything for them is going easier because I feel like, in my opinion, they might be still number one in the East come playoff time. Yeah. It's still early in the season, but if they keep playing
3-4 spots.
The only team I said would be a threat to them besides the 76ers. Don't sleep on the Raptors.
Oh, real quick, you see Ben Simmons made his first three of his career. Yes, sir.
That was crazy.
Hey, the jump shot actually kind of
he has a pretty form. He
needs to stop being scared, man.
Yeah, he needs
to stop being scared. Shoot the ball, man. I told you they need some shooters.
I don't even know if he shot another one after that.
No.
I don't think he did.
No. He kept that 100%. But coming back for the break, we'll start talking about the NFL and all the games that's coming up tonight.
Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
Now, welcome back.
Yes,
now, we start going to the NFL. Now, tonight, it'll be the Texans and the Colts. So, how y'all feel about that? Who you think gonna get a dub on that game?
Shoot, man, it's tough. The Colts, they've been playing smooth, but you can't go. It's hard to go against Deshaun Watson. I'm gonna take Houston only because they got embarrassed last week, and it's a short week. Isn't the game back? Is it in Houston or is it in Indianapolis?
I believe it's in Indianapolis.
That might play a big factor.
It's gonna be hard.
But I think if they can shore up some of the stuff with their defense and their linebackers, you see them the video of them coming out before the game with their Mortal Kombat stuff. I think they mean business. So they're gonna try and rebound.
Nah, the Colts gonna win this game for sure. I'm sorry, but the way that the defense look compared to the Texans O-line and just in general,
that always scary. It's scary.
Yeah, I feel bad for Deshaun, but. And you look at the Texans' defense; they haven't been able to stop anybody either. So it's like slippery slope either way.
They were going against Lamar Action Jackson.
But if you look at who they played so far, they've been getting scored on.
Yeah, that's true. They've given up a lot.
I still gotta say, I feel like it's gonna be the Colts, and I feel like it's gonna be a close game. But I still gotta say the Colts too, because not only their defense, their offense started back clicking just a little bit.
Yeah, like that just came back.
They had a couple off games with him gone, but now he's coming back.
I think what's name's participating too.
I think T.Y.'s coming back.
T.Y.
I think he's coming back too. Yeah.
But I hope they don't overload him, because if they overload him,
it's not even gonna be just him. We got to focus on Marlon Mack too. We got to focus on their running game as well, and the defense for the Texans is not up there.
It's not a wowing running game, but it's a consistent running game. So
and he's been putting up mad numbers.
They get a good 90, 100 yards rushing out of Marlon. They'll
but that's their identity though. Give them at least 18 touches a game. Let Jacoby manage the game, and that's how they come out with their victories. But we'll see tonight.
I think I still got Houston. I got Houston in a close one. I'll say 20-17.
I say 28-21. Colts.
I gotta say 23-20.
I think Deshaun Watson makes an important play in the end, makes a key
he
first down.
He is a fourth-quarter clutch, but their defense also is fourth-quarter clutch.
But you can't sleep on Jacoby Brissett either, because
exactly. A lot of people predicted
they weren't expecting him to do much.
Exactly. Like
left, so.
a lot of people predicting that they're gonna go down south, but they're still up there in their division. But moving on, how you feel about the Cowboys and the Patriots?
Boy.
A lot of people thinking that the Cowboys win. I'm from Dallas myself.
Man, I'd take Miami to beat Dallas. Man.
Okay. No, that's too far. That's too far. That's too far.
I'm not a Cowboys fan.
As long as the Cowboys lose, it don't matter. I don't care who they play.
Here it is.
I usually don't even ride for the Patriots like that, but I need Tom Brady to go ahead and throw for 400.
See, I know the Patriots are gonna win, but I feel like Dallas gonna put up a fight though.
Man,
I can't rule them out. I feel like they're gonna put up a fight.
might even come back and make a couple.
I feel like they're gonna put up a fight because the Patriots the Patriots offense is like ranked 15 in the league. They haven't been the same like at all really. Because that's why
it's starting to catch up.
It's starting to catch up, and that's why he needed a big name receiver, like we said before, because Edelman can't do it by himself, and then outside of Edelman, who else you really got? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not clicking.
TB12, you never know.
It's TB12.
It is TB12.
Greatest QB.
They can put James White out there as a wideout too.
You know what's funny though? It's like the time Dak wants to play good football, now their defense is sorry.
It doesn't make no sense.
And when their defense was
all
great,
them contracts too.
Dak was playing sorry.
All them contracts for them boys to be playing like trash.
Because these last couple games. Ezekiel, Big Z, he hadn't been running well. Like the last game,
season,
he like 47.
No, like 47 and I think 45 one day. Like he having like back-to-back 40-yard games.
This whole season, he's been.
Defense ain't all that good.
He don't have back-to-back 40-yard games. That's why they're gonna have the rookie probably run more.
Now they got a Cowboy in the running for MVP. He's still not gonna win it, but
no.
Look, as long as the Cowboys lose, I don't care. Don't care.
Y'all hear this, man?
Don't matter.
Hey. Y'all ain't hear from me. Y'all heard from them.
But we haven't alluded enough to the Patriots defense as well. You know, they stay strong.
They started off hot, but lately.
They started off hot and then shoot. When they played Lamar, it just went downhill.
Listen, lately I don't know what's going on because they started off real hot, but lately they haven't. They barely won against the last game they played.
Philly, I think.
Yes, it was Philly.
Tom Brady didn't even throw a touchdown.
Julian Edelman did. That's the crazy part. You let a receiver.
Quarterback, man.
He pulled an Odell.
They still find ways to win games
That's
somehow.
What makes
it
the
just
Patriots, like the Patriot
doesn't make
way,
sense. They
so
somehow win the
always
game.
Find a way to win.
But as long as the Patriots, their main goal is just take away your best weapon, and if you beat them another way, so be it. But they're going to take away your main weapon. So we'll see how they key into Amari
Cooper, because I think Darius Slay, he kept them to 47, 45 yards for the entire game. Stephon Gilmore is there, and Stephon Gilmore, he's one of the top corners in the league, especially since becoming a Patriot. So I expect some of the same. They're probably going to – do you think they're going to put 8 in the box to look over Zeke, even though he hasn't been playing well?
No.
No.
Dak's actually been playing good now to where, like, you kind of got to prepare for him now. So,
but moving on to NCAA.
400 yards.
How do y'all feel about the top 4 in NCAA, the ranking right now, excuse me?
Man, LSU is going to take it.
You got LSU, you got Ohio State.
LSU, Ohio State is going to be in the big game.
My only concern is for LSU's defense. I just don't like.
I kept trying to tell
I
you,
would not like
Ohio
the
State
matchup
defense,
of
man.
Ohio State and LSU.
I kept trying to tell you, I got Ohio State taking it all the way. I got them taking it
Ohio
all.
State, I think their biggest game is going to be whenever they have their Big Ten championship against the way it seems like. I don't know if it's going to be Minnesota or if it's going to be Iowa. again. But whenever they play Iowa, that's not a real powerful offense. They have a pro style, and then if they're not able to do what they can do, they're one-dimensional. So I don't think that'll be their biggest competition until the playoff, and most likely they'll play Clemson. So we'll see.
I said Justin Fields the real deal. Their defense with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I think Chase Young will be coming back soon. So overall, their defense is crazy. So I got Ohio State winning. I got them in LSU.
Chase Young is finna come
Exactly. And then you still got
that game is Penn State, right? That's the next
he
game?
might be coming back.
And
then you still got
that's gonna be a good game.
Then you still got Jeffrey Okudah, the corner. Do something. He's still locked down.
I didn't think about that.
Penn State.
That's gonna be a good test for Ohio State. So
and if they can win that, they can go it all, in my opinion. But
I just need LSU's defense to.
So we agree that LSU beat Georgia?
Of course. Come on,
for sure.
What questions there?
Yeah, for sure.
Come on,
sure.
bro.
I like Georgia, but I just don't think
Jake Fromm have been playing the same since. So, no, I still got him. But coming back from the break, we'll start getting to the next topic.
Traditions are not made overnight. They are created through a legacy of excellence and a commitment to something much greater. For more than 135 years, Prairie View A&M University has provided students with a strong academic foundation, a unique college experience, and the opportunity to make their mark on the world. This is a place where friendships are formed, discoveries are made, and dreams are realized. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
And welcome back. Now we're back to our third topic. And that's going to be about Mason Rudolph and Myles Garrett, that altercation. Now, about that, reports say that Mason Rudolph made racial slurs towards Myles Garrett about the altercation. And from looking back at it, everybody looking at his track record with Myles Garrett, and he had a clean record up to now. So it's like a 50-50, it's like which side you want to take. So
what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the NFL come for you?
So what you gonna do? I want to see what you gonna talk about this.
Man, first of all, I think for Myles Garrett to act out from the beginning, for him to act out that way, something had to really insinuate it. And then, because whenever the stuff initially happened, they didn't hardly talk about how it looked like Mason Rudolph had punched him in his groin, and it looked like Mason Rudolph was trying to take off his helmet initially before Myles Garrett just took it to the extreme. I think if he would have just taken off the helmet and threw it somewhere else or something, it wouldn't be this severe. But because he hit it on brother's head, that might have made a problem. But if he made racial slurs, I expect him to get the same type of suspension. Maybe not the same, but at least a couple of games to send a message that we're not doing that racial slur stuff anymore and that we're in a different era.
For me, I just want more information to come out because, you may never know. But if he did say something, then, of course, that's a problem.
How I look at it, it's like this. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And looking back at how Myles Garrett played in high school until he got in college, you never really see him being in any altercations and no drama.
Yeah,
so
a clean record.
Exactly. So to see that, it's of course something had to happen. And if you look in the video, Mason Rudolph was sort of mouthing off too, but you couldn't see because of the helmet. They kept trying to change the angle. So in that scenario, it's already bad enough that it's already so much going on in the NFL. So it's already hard being a black athlete, in the NFL. Then having that going on as well, it's like you can't win from losing, basically.
Man, yeah, the NFL they're in a terrible position right now because on one end, if you side, or I'm not gonna say side with someone, but if you lean more towards Mason Rudolph, it looks like I'm allowing this. And if the racial slur reports are true, if that means the NFL is siding more towards we'll let the racial stuff slide, but we're gonna punish the person that acted on something that's deemed that's a very disrespectful term. And on the other end, people that are like executives and pay for stuff with the NFL, they're gonna have to worry about people siding with, they're siding with this man because he did the wrong thing, but he's getting praised by not getting suspended indefinitely. So I think it is a very slippery slope with the NFL, and they have to play their cards very smart, make sure they read every piece of information that they get, and everything comes out truthfully, so there's no extra stuff made.
I feel like with all the technology we have, I feel like something could have got picked up from that. They pick up a lot of stuff on what players said during the game. So I'm pretty sure, like,
especially having the mics.
they could have, some evidence already. You just never know with the NFL. But
coming from and like today is basically like social media is a big thing, like he just said. Because if you look back then, all the altercations that are going on, it wasn't really like, heard or really like point blank like heard. So you couldn't really know what the person said. Like I remember one time I was scrolling through social media and I saw a video of Andre Johnson and him was with some corner and he just like took his helmet off and throwing at him.
Yeah,
but you couldn't really like understand what's going on, what was said because it wasn't really as much technology like today.
They ended up having a hidden camera. Microphone there.
Yeah, but I'm saying our technology is stronger to where you don't have to hide it. You know what I'm saying?
They can just pick up anything.
Exactly, you pick up anything because it's like you have something rotating around the stadium or even just going close by.
Like
then they had
people hiking the ball. I mean, I'm losing the basketball for a second. You can hear just about every comment that they make whenever they're getting rebounds and stuff. So like technology is on a different level now.
That's what I'm saying.
That
so
was just a couple years ago.
And then back then they used to let a lot of stuff slide in NFL. You had like a lot of not even just from altercations, tackles, hits, all that too. Now it's not a lot to where like the league kind of like real softer. That's why people start paying attention to like the NBA more because it's like they're more free.
Yeah, they're free.
They're more free because in the NFL it's basically about the coaches. If you think about it, the coaches and owners. In NBA, it's about the players. That's why they have the NBPA.
Like the NBA has like
they have the players
to the generation.
Why you think?
The NBA and the NFL is stuck in the
I feel like in the NFL, but you need coaches. You got a 53-man roster. You got an offense and a defense. While in basketball, really the coaches are just like motivators for like bench players.
I mean,
because if you got LeBron and AD.
Frank Vogel ain't doing nothing.
The NBA is more of a
what you gonna tell them?
It's more of an individual sport. You know what I mean? Like players, they have their own brands. They can advertise themselves. And in NFL, you have a helmet, your brand is covered, and you have to abide by what the team says more often.
That's why I said if you look back at it, that's why the NBA they have like the Players Association, so they can speak freely what's going on. Right. But if you look at NFL, they don't have, excuse me if I'm wrong, but it's not as strong as the NBA is. Right. You don't see like players speaking out on it like they do in the NBA.
They can. It's almost like they can.
But it's like
Jones, they cut you. They'll Colin Kaepernick. They'll blackball you.
Because in the NBA you got LeBron and Iguodala both running, and possibly I think still Chris Paul. If I'm wrong, he's still on that committee too. They still run it, but NFL, from my knowledge, I have no idea who's on it.
Right. I think Drew Brees was the president.
Well, they not. It's really not as big as the NBA's because they don't get speak out as much because it's like their freedom of speech is basically gone on that part. So
and I'm alluding back to the social media stuff. A day it might have been after the game. Mason Rudolph, he made comments. When they asked him questions about what happened, he was saying that Myles Garrett was acting like a bully and he was being a coward. But seems like
and you know what? But that's funny. He just got done saying that he accepted his role in it, and he said he accepted all punishment. He just got done saying that as well.
See, I didn't see that, but I'm glad he said that because
he said that too.
Like, I'm going to start the problem, and then I'm going to play.
So basically, trying to play
becomes a problem in society problem.
Sound like a crazy ex starting something. It's like you starting a fire and you trying to tell people that just electricity. That basically shut out.
Ex that break the door in your car and they get mad at you for suing.
But at the end of the day,
basically,
you just don't hit a guy with your helmet.
I don't condone violence. Don't get me wrong. I don't condone violence. But
the whole thing was just crazy.
I don't condone violence, but at the same time, I don't condone racial slurs as well.
You right?
You just watching the game. It's like,
But at the same time,
the next thing you know, this brother got hit with a helmet. Just glad he hit.
But at the same time, it's like just. If he says the word, you can already come out in public and say that he said it, and then he already gonna look bad.
But you think they're gonna believe him? You think they're gonna really believe him? Though that's the crazy part.
Would they believe him now?
People aren't barely believing the racial stuff.
They're not gonna believe him because it's hard being a black athlete in NFL. That's what I'm saying. They're not really believe what they say. But we're gonna talk for another day. So you know what I'm saying? I don't condone racial slurs at all, but
you can't talk to me crazy, man.
We're gonna say that for another day.
But at the same time, you gotta think about your team at that point. Like, you gotta think about yourself because you already know you're gonna get suspended, bro.
The
Yeah, it was
Like,
over.
it didn't matter, bro.
So I
Like,
feel like
if he
he
gonna say that, then you already know the
But
type
if
of
you
person
started,
he
I'ma
is.
finish it.
Like,
You heard?
you shouldn't let that stuff bother you.
I'm gonna say this for
That's
another
all right.
day, man.
Another day.
We'll be closing out. My name is Cameron Swan.
I'm Cyril Neville.
I'm Zachary Gooden.
This has been Panther Sports Zone. We're signing out.